I just feel like we should open the video, very serene and peaceful. Give a wooooosah like Marvin. Wasn't that damn circle giving woosah? Woosah, woosah. Everybody better woosah, especially Kanan, since he finally just maybe realized that Howard is actually his dad. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tyra here with another struggle review, here to discuss Raising Kanan, episode 3, Sleeping Dogs. Now before we get into all things Don't Trust Unique, I need you guys to drop down and subscribe to my channel and like this video. I'm going to give you guys a moment to do that, and then we're going to come back and discuss. I hope they do not try to snatch back that feeling of Kanan actually accepting the fact he might not be crazy. He might actually be my dad. Let's get this ball rolling. Your mother is a liar. She always been a liar. Don't trust your mother. Now that you guys have hopefully subscribed to see more of me, let's get into this episode. Now we start off this episode with Unique kidnapping Juliana, and who is actually surprised here? We already felt that tension when Unique's baby mama was in the store, and we have Rock looking at her like, bitch, I'll take you out today. Like, I did not understand why this episode was trying to play on our emotions. Got the crew walking around. You have Marvin, you have Lou. Well, we don't know who did this. We don't know. Well, who could it have been? Who else is it gonna be besides a nigga like Unique? Who else would have the nerve to roll up, not only kidnap Juliana, but take all of your rat-infested ass money? It was always gonna be him, and it's just like this whole episode is only Rock just maybe thinking that it could be him outside of everybody else. You guys are already controlling everything that moves on the south side. How we know Juliana didn't run off with the money? Juliana would never bust a grape in a fruit fight. She damn sure ain't taking Rock's goddamn money and running the hell off. It was always only gonna be Unique. I said last review, y'all should have taken Unique out as soon as he touched the fuck down. Unique will always be just as grimy, just as hungry as Rock. Cause see, a nigga like me, man, I love to hustle. I love the game. Yeah, a nigga got money. A nigga can lead a league. But if a nigga lead, a fan still gonna love me. Very much so, money making Mitch. Grimy, you a hustling ass motherfucker, man. Like, ow, he ain't going nowhere. Now we also have Malcolm here with that same old storyline that is really getting old. I am so glad that I feel like we finally put a stop to it. We know that you're gonna, run and tell Kanan that you're the father. Rock is gonna make it look like you're crazy, all the while confusing Kanan, who has no reason in his mind not to trust everything that his mom says. So we constantly have Malcolm coming around. Hey man, it's all right. I love you. You're my son. You wanna go play catch? You wanna go see the Knicks? Let's go talk. Like, man, let's get beyond this. Show Kanan those same paternity papers that you showed Rock. Give him some proof. Let's get past this, because best believe I don't think Howard is going to make it out of this alive. Everything that he is banking on as far as his relationship with his son, getting to know him, proves Rock out to be a liar and untrustworthy, which we know that she is. But out of all people that she needs to believe all of her lies, this facade, all of this is for you, baby. This is about you. I'm trying to sell all this wicked quack Rock for you, for the family. Like, that would just diminish their whole relationship. That she has not only been lying to Kanan this entire time, but you set me up to kill my own father? sick. Now, not only is Rock too busy to even notice that Howard has been lingering outside of the house, waiting for her to leave so that he can have a moment with Kanan, she is too busy trying to get to the money and expand. Like, I was kind of glad Unique kind of put a pause on that shit and took that money. She is moving so fast and she is about to fuck up severely. I can just feel it. It is too much going on. I love that. Even, we got Marvin. Don't nobody listen to Marvin. Like, let this be enough. Let's move a little slower. We are just now getting this project up and running. You are, continuing to see, tenants complain. Like, it's just a lot that goes into this. And it's one thing to hold out some shit yourself where you are the boss and you are the overseer, but you are trying to delegate stuff to people that you cannot even trust. And then you have Lou. Lou don't give a damn. Like, I don't want to do this. I'm trying to make beats. I'm trying to get it popping in the studio. I don't want anything to do with this. Like, it's just too much going on to continue to try to expand every single episode when all it takes is one thing to go awry to fuck up your whole rotation, because you just thought it was a smart idea to have Juliana as the sole protector and a padlock of your room full of money. The way Unique was able to just roll up so easily and know where the spot was, like, you are not safe, you are not protected. Slow down. Y'all, we finally got Juke in the studio in an episode, blowing, singing. Yes, Juke, it sounded so good, so beautiful. She has such a strong voice. I was like, yes, finally, some real music. Because if I have to listen to, boy, touch my body, yeah, red lipstick, yeah, let's go outside, Juke can sing. But unlike Sissa, Juke having that strong voice, Sissa has the right look. And you have Camacho. Camacho's gonna always throw a whole monkey wrench in whatever the fuck Lou think, like, oh, she sound good. That's my niece. I was like, yes. Y'all remember when Lou was not trying to support Juke at all? I was here for it, him cheering her on, like, yes, Lou, this is what we always wanted. But he can't even just deal with the fact that, hey, Camacho might be right. You may need a different image. Juke is absolutely beautiful, but Juke is gay. She has her own personality, her own style. For the time, she's more, MC Light and whatnot. But MC Light at that time was a rapper. You need to be appealing to, the masses, the males, the females. You need to give off that classic R&B sexual beauty. And that still rings true till today. It's not always so much about what you sound like and how strong your voice is. A lot of it, unfortunately, is about what you look like. And Camacho and, Lou also doesn't feel like her image would be very marketable. But I do love that Lou was sticking up. Like, you better watch how you talking to my fucking niece, son. That's my niece. Like, I will kill you in the studio. Love it. But we also have Camacho getting real big for his funky ass britches this episode. Like, I was like, oh, Jessica must have some real good poontang to have you looking out for famous. Yeah, I got some people with some houses on this person, and here, yeah, I can put in a good word, get you a spot. Like, oh yeah, she put it on you that well. Mister, don't hate on me for being generous. I'm just helpful like that. No, you're helpful because you're fucking. Like, come on, let's be real about it. But you have his non-big bad ass, because you are not that nigga. Roll up on Rock of all people with a proposition to give her part ownership in the studio to keep Lou all off the record, all off the videos, come to death row. I don't want him around here anymore dictating everything that I do, controlling stuff. How about I let you in on it? You can have Lou take control of this whole thing, get him all back in the trap under your wing, and then I can just do business as usual. But yeah, don't tell Lou, because he would fuck me up. She bet not. She bet not. This is Lou's own personal thing. Not only part ownership, but let her run the money through there and clean it. Like, he had a whole thing just mapped out. Lou would murder everybody. Like, this has always been his own personal venture. It's clean, it's legit, it's his, and he loves it. This is what he wants to do outside of, the shit, the family dynamic. Like, this is so personal for him. And the last thing he would want, not only touching it, but ownership. You own this. This is, yet another extension of the family drug business. Luke would fucking kill everybody. This episode really displayed just how fragile the family dynamic is, and everybody just kind of on their own plane. There is no unison anywhere. Like the fact that Rock had to blow people's phone up, running around with them kitten heels, some 80s ass kitten heels, knocking on doors all in her faux Sachi. No, bust the door down. Juliana, are you in there? Oh, we can't do this. Is it unique? Is it not? You know what? Hey, what about the Colombians? We can't go to the Colombians and tell them that we lost their cousin. Like, it's just not a good look. We have to figure things out. We don't have money to cover this. Like, everything was just instantly falling apart because of one thing. And when you needed the family to be there, like pronto, you couldn't even reach anybody. Marvin is taking his precious time, kind of low-key flirting with the goddamn therapist. And then you have Lou just blatantly ignore you altogether because he's in the studio. Meanwhile, you have killed your strongest soldier, Scrap. But don't worry, you have Royale in your corner, who you are threatening already. Yeah, nigga, it was unique. And if you don't help me figure out that it was unique, you're not as useful to me anymore, nigga. I will take you out today. Find him. Like, loyalty where? Togetherness where? Strong firm where? This shit is about to crumble. Now, speaking of Marvin definitely provided some much needed comedic relief in this episode. It was so funny. You know, let's not bypass him flirting with the therapist. I told y'all that was gonna go down. Like, you could see it. It was in the stars. As soon as everybody leave, we're gonna close the door and I'm gonna get up in that ass. Like, what's good? Lift up that good old therapist church skirt. Anywho, she's feeling, you know, trying to be all stern. No, I don't play that. Like, girl, you know you like Marvin's swag. Marvin is a little low-key ladies man, but I do like the fact that he is breaking down some of those walls, you know, not throwing back the chips and the Fritos and the damn donuts. Really talk about what you're going through and relieving some of that tension. Yeah, somebody crossed me. I gotta disrespect and take that nigga out right there. That's how I get it. You gonna get done like bop. Dead. Like, I'm an angry motherfucker, and that's what works for me. And it's like, no, we don't have to be that, Marvin. We can woosah. Inhale the good air, breathe out the bad air. When we get into goddamn Marvin handling the disgruntled ass tenant in the wheelchair, like, yeah, I ain't scared. Like, you think I'm scared of you, nigga? Like, you may want to back up off of Marvin before he hits you in the forehead. This is not a time to be arguing. But you know, it's like, hey, why am I getting upset? You know what? I understand what you're going through, and I'll do better. Everybody get your asses off, get your crack rocks and your pipes and get off. Roll on in there, bro. Like, I tell you, that was so funny. Yet probably another element that Marvin is going through that is gonna irk all of Rock's nerves. We see Marvin slowly, like, kind of starting to open up this episode. I like the fact that he did try to, you know, you are not forgiven, but he did try to confide in Lou, who is always so eager to rank on him and kind of, you know, tear Marvin down because that's just their little brotherly way. But he's just like, yeah, you know, that's Lou. Like, she sounds good. She's always sounded good. She's always been talented. It's just like, does she ever talk about me? Does she ask? No, and she is not going to, Marvin. You know what the hell you did. And until you somehow handle that, there is nothing that she really just has to say to you. And he's just like, yeah, like, I messed up. Like, I haven't been recognizing, you know, the greatness that my daughter possesses. Yeah, nigga, you did fuck that up. Like, goddamn, Lou, we needed you in this moment, and you just stepped on all of little Marvin's feelings. But it is nice to see Marvin woosah. Now we also get into Kanan in this episode, probably fucking shit up within the crew yet again. Going to steal some crack rock for Marvin, fucking up the whole count like you are gonna fuck up the rotation. And even within the episode when he's like, yeah, we need to, you know, dump out these tapes and we're gonna sell them different. We're gonna sell them on the corner but disguise them as the famous tape. And he's just like, yeah, we need to get some more. It's like, well, yeah, it might be a little too soon to re-up again. Like, just how much crack did you steal? You can always rely on him to, you know, dip his toe in the pond, and then as soon as he gets caught, or, you know, some shit acquires that he doesn't like, you know, like maybe accidentally shooting somebody and fucking up shit within the family. I'm just a child. Like, I just don't know what I want to do. I want to go to school. Hey, Symphony, let's talk. Like, no, you do not get to do this type of shit and then fall back into, I'm just a little boy. I didn't do this for me. I did this for Famous. I didn't have no choice. He didn't have anywhere to go. We already pretty much know where this is going. He has these moments where he's, you know, sneaky. And then you have, you know, the childlike moments where he's reflective, talking to Juke. You know, my mom wouldn't lie to me, right? Hell yeah, she would. Y'all don't know. But I think that's, really good character building for him to just kind of constantly straddle the fence all the time. Because even though he knows deep down that Scrap did not kill himself, as it is word on the street, oh no, Scrap wouldn't do that. Like, why didn't my mom tell me? Why didn't nobody tell me? Like, that's just not the type of nigga that Scrap is. It just doesn't make sense. It's because your mother is a liar. She is a freaking liar. And I think once we have those blinders, rolled up from over his eyes, which I think we got at the end of this episode when he has that conversation with Howard, like, yeah, I remember you shooting me. I remember it very vividly, very clear. And I'm not even worried about that. I would never turn in my son. You're my son. Yes, his memory is still there. It seemed like a light bulb went off in Kanan's head, but you just can never be too sure. Now, we also have a ton of kind of filler things to me going on in the episode. Not that they were bad, but they just weren't a lot of things that I was interested in. We have, Cesar's manager, Cartier, whatever character, flirting, giving a little Shakespeare vibe to Rock. Didn't really care too much for that. And then we also have the storyline with Detective Shannon. We have her talk to an old girlfriend. She's steady trying to move forward with investigating further, with Howard. She's, stalking him, trolling him. I don't trust what he's telling me. I feel like he knows more. Howard can't even get some ass from a prostitute without her being outside. But I just really wish that there was a little bit more going on with her character. Of course, we have her have a meeting with her dad, and it's just like, hey, don't do this. You should trust your partner. And then you have her with the old girlfriend. Like, no, this is just him. He's very private. He does have secrets. That's just the type of man and detective that he is. But we all know that she isn't going to drop this. But I do wish that there was a little bit, more going on with her as a character, because it can tend to get a little repetitive. And then we have a brief moment with Juke. She's constantly on a quest to know more about herself. She has been looking for her mom, and she finally tells her and follows Latoya on to church where she sings bright light, mighty light. I don't know what she was singing, but she was very happy at that moment to know that not only is my mother here, but the proof is in the pudding. She is just as strong of a singer as I am. And when she finally spots her, of course, Juke, being quiet ass, preserved Juke. Oh, this is too much. I just stood here in the middle of the church, for all to see, but I didn't want you to see me. Let me run my ass off. Like, I'm really interested to see, where that goes. And hopefully next episode, we give Latoya Luckett, Juke's mama, some speaking lines. Like, when are we going to have some interaction there? But we pretty much end off the episode with them finally having the standoff, with Neek and him having Juliana all at gunpoint, all of the money, did all of this shit just to say, yeah, I just want peace. I just want to chill. I just want my family. Like, nobody can touch me. I'm hot. I can't sell no more. Ain't no money like dope money. I just want peace. Like, anybody freaking believing that he just wants peace. And, Rock, it's done. I admit it. You're good. I missed you. We're real suave. Like, how Nick be, what I'm saying? Like, it's a good ass look. But he's just, relinquishing everything. Like, you won, Rock. Like, I just want peace. I'm admitting defeat. Never, ever, ever going to believe that. You have Rock standing there, with the boys and the gun, give me your gun. Yeah, I want my fucking money. Like, this is never going to end. Like, if you think for 1 second that Neek is just done and he just wants peace and he just wants to, raise his family and not have to worry about looking over his shoulder, it is never going to be that. Like he says, this is home. I'm never leaving the South Side. Yes, I could go somewhere, buy from somebody else, build up my shit somewhere else, but it's about territory just as much as power. He would never admit defeat and just let Rock win. I know he has the battalions coming around in his back pocket somewhere in the show for him saving old dude in jail. Like, that's just what it's gonna have to be. And it's just not a really good look, the way that she threatened Morel, like, you better find him. Like, there's just disloyalty and no trust anywhere amongst the crew. But hopefully he hands over that money. But we end off the episode with what they do. They smiling in your face all the time. They're gonna take your face and backstab. We end with the goddamn OJ's backstabbers. I'm hoping that's referring to goddamn Kanan realizing, you seen that little epiphany he had, like, my mama been a whole manipulating, lying ass, secretive, shoe scrapping head and lie about it ass. Of course, all this time. Wake up, baby. I cannot wait to see what we get into next episode following Kanan's revelation. It is going to be good. Well, you guys, that was my review for Raising Kanan episode 3, Sleeping Dogs. Let them sleeping dogs lie. Please drop down and tell me what you thought about my review, what you thought about this episode, and what you're looking forward to the most. Of course, all of my handles and good stuff is somewhere in this video, so you guys can support me if you would like to. But be sure to like and comment. That supports me in ways that you don't even know. I look forward to reading you guys' comments. See you guys next time. Bye.